guys, Cyber Sovereign here with a early review of Evolve by Turtle Rock Studios and 2K. Now, obviously, this game, a winner of over 60 awards, Best of Show, Best of Shooter, and Best of Show for Gamescom 2014. With them trying to advertise this that way, for them saying this is an amazing game, it is wonderful, it's a must-have for a new-gen system. After playing the game for 6 hours, and I literally picked it up at 12, I came home immediately, drank some coffee, and sat down for 6 hours to play this game, and I am left feeling disappointed. There is no storyline to be told. Both the classes and the monster do need work. It is just a disappointment. Now, don't get me wrong, the game has an amazing backbone. I mean, this is just wonderful. The concept itself of being these hunters that are being hunted. I mean, the monster is powerful when played right, to the point of almost being overpowered. But it makes such a weird transition that the hunters can almost be overpowered if you have a good group of players that know what they're doing and a new monster that doesn't. I mean, there's so much with this game that reminds you of Titanfall. It's sad almost. Companies should have learned that Titanfall, well received as a wonderful game, it lacked in so many areas that could have made it so much better. If they had just done a few other things with Titanfall, like giving it its own separate campaign and tweaking a couple of things, maybe giving you more variety in the weapons and things that you got to choose and customize with, the game would have been received so much better, honestly, I believe, and it just would have been better off as a whole. And this is exactly where Evolve falls into this almost status between good and bad and great. I mean, it had the possibility to soar as an amazing game, and it really just did not live up to the hype. I'm really glad that I just bought the basic version, that I didn't spend too much money on it. I mean, $60 is kind of high, especially for what you're getting. And that sounds really rough coming off, but that's after playing for 6 hours. I mean, I have literally been in a searching screen to find some people to play with for 20 plus minutes, and I have tried backing in and out, turning my Xbox on and off. I've tried everything you could possibly imagine, and I mean, this is skirmish. This is quick game. I'm not even looking to play the evacuation, which is the game's style of campaign, I guess you could say, even though there really isn't one. I guess I don't want to necessarily bash the game too hard. Like I said, it has a wonderful backbone. Its concept is just absolutely amazing, but it was not executed right. It leaves that, like I said, Titanfall feeling in your mouth that you want more, and just the load times are out of this world long. It's crazy what you have to put up with just to try and play a match. Now, granted, once you find a handful of people, it goes much quicker, but like I said, I've been here for 20 minutes and I haven't found anyone. Now, this could be associated with a couple of things. Either there just could be not a lot of people playing, which is understandable because a lot of people were a little worried about this game and didn't quite know whether or not they should spend the money on it, and I understand that feeling. The other thing is, they could just not have a system working right. I mean, it could be messed up. There could be a future update coming to fix this, but as of right now, you're going to sit in a game mode for 20 minutes trying to find a game, and if that doesn't get fixed, I mean, honestly, I might just take this back. If I can't play the game, how can I further review it? Excuse me. Review it for that matter, or anything else. And the couple of games I did get to play last night were a lot of fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm hating on the game right now, but it is a lot of fun when it's done right. When it's working right, the game's a lot of fun. You get this adrenaline boost that is just amazing. You're hunting this creature that is so powerful. And when you've got a good team together, and you've got a good player-controlled monster, it is fun. The game doesn't last too long, but at the same time, it lasts long enough for you to feel attached to it. But the shortcomings are just stacking up continuously as I'm trying to continue to play the game so I can get a better opinion of it, and I don't just throw it out the window. I mean, honestly, it's I'm so frustrated right now that I cannot play a single game. And I did try a game with just AI controlled NPCs other than myself, and it's just no fun. The monster is almost always a step ahead of you. I mean, no matter what you do, the monster is always a step ahead of you, especially when you're up against a higher tier monster. The Wraith is just epic. He wrecks teams that are not good, that don't know what they're doing. He is powerful, and in stage 3, he teleports around the map. He's this just ghost-like reaper, and he destroys. Now, if you have a good team, like I said, you can survive, but a lot of times monster such as the Wraith is just so powerful. Now, it is the 3rd tier of monster for you to unlock, so you do have to wait a while to get there if you could actually play a game. And that is my biggest problem here. I don't want to get too angry or too upset about this, but I feel like this game has been a big letdown. So this video, I'm just going to try and keep it quick. I'm going to go over some pros real quickly and some cons, and unfortunately, it is very weighed heavily towards the cons. So let's start with the cons, and then we'll go into the pros. The wait times are just insane. Like I said, I've been here a couple of times now for 20 minutes, and I haven't found a single game. I don't know where all the people are. I can't find them. The load times itself, even once you've found players, are a little long. And for the world that you're setting up to get, yeah, there's a couple of monsters running around, and yeah, the plants are trying to eat you, but I don't understand why it has such a long load time. The gameplay itself, the gunplay, could be smoother. The guns feel almost last gen, and that's a horrible thing to say, but they could be better. I mean, when you got games like Destiny and Battlefield Hardline, I mean, the beta almost feels like it had a better gunplay than Evolve, and it could just be the style of guns you get. It almost has the that Unreal feeling. Back in the day when you played Unreal on the PC, the guns almost have a very similar feeling. The only other con I would have to get with this is that both the hunters and the monster have opportunities to be way overpowered and just trump the game if the player knows what they're doing. So balance is a big issue in this game. And I feel like it should have been polished so much more. On top of that, the pros are just so few. The biggest pro is the backbone. It honestly, it feels like it was a game that if you given it more meat, polished it a little bit more, it would be a wonderful, fun game that would make you want to come back. It would give you that great adrenaline rush, and it would just be so much fun. And with friends, I mean, if they gave this just a little more content, a little bit more meat, polished it just a tad bit more, kind of added some things to it, playing with friends, it would be hands down the best multiplayer game on the new gen so far. Now, I'm going to exclude both Halo from this. Halo was kind of a rehash, and some people would be like, oh, nothing beats the multiplayer of Halo. We're not going to compare this because it's so much more different than a typical shooter, so you can't necessarily compare Call of Duty, Destiny, Halo to it because it's so different and unique, and that's what people were hoping for. That it was just going to be such a game, and for it to be a letdown like this is just horrifying. I can't believe they actually sold this. And I know that's being really harsh, but I mean, guys, come on. You had an opportunity here, and I feel like people have been saying that for all the games on the new system. I don't even know if I want to pick up Battlefield Hardline or the new Halo 5 or even Destiny Comet. I love these games. I have been a fan of them for a long time, but if this trend keeps happening where developers and publishers are putting these games out that just feel so empty, why should we spend our money on them when I can wait 2 weeks and the game drops by $20? Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm going on a little bit of a rant. Overall, I would say you might want to just wait to pick up the game unless they put out some patches to fix some things and maybe offer some free content. I I don't know. I would honestly wait. Maybe you should rent the game from Redbox or some other online source. I would just honestly wait for the game to drop in price before you spend the money on it. And I'm going to regret saying that because I want more people to play with, because I do want to play the game. But overall, it's just right now it receives, I'd say maybe a 5 out of 10 at the best. And when you can't even get into a game, honestly, it's 4 out of 10. And I've been here for now 30 minutes just trying to play the game. So that is my early review for the game. I'm sorry that it was so harsh, but the game was just such a major letdown. If you liked the video, hit the button and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful day.